Hi there, I'm Chuck, KK6USY, and welcome to Ham Radio Ventures. So this weekend I was lucky enough to be able to go to the Pacificon Ham Fest. It's in San Ramon, northern, well, we call it Northern California because it's at the upper half, but it's kind of Central California. Anyhow, a really nice, they do it at one of the hotels there. The nice thing about it, you can stay in the hotel and you just walk down from your room and get inside. But what I'd really like to do is thank everybody that came up to me and said hello or just waved or whatever. It was great hearing from you guys, and if you didn't and you see me next time, just make sure you come up and say hi. My voice is a little raspy right now because I talked to a lot of people. I was surprised how many people were there that actually do watch YouTube. All the major manufacturers for radios that are really coming out with new radios and stuff right now, ICOM, Yaesu, Flex, and Elecraft. Now, Elecraft came out with a new radio this weekend, and if you want to see a nice interview with Wayne, one of the guys that kind of thinks this stuff up, check out at the end of the video. I'll leave a link for a video for that with an interview or one-on-one with him. And I only know one other guy that actually got an interview so far with Wayne on this. So in the video today, what I've got is just a walk around of the whole show. It's not huge, but it's a nice little show. And I tell you what, the hallway seemed way more crowded than usual. There was a few people in one of the rooms that hasn't been the last few years since COVID. So hopefully we're going to get this thing back up to what it used to be. So stick around, watch what I got here, and I'll probably narrate some of it and let you guys know what I'm looking at. Let's check it out. Just going to walk around and get a little bit of everything. Okay, so right here I'm at the Elecraft booth, and there'll be more of this at the very end of the video, and you'll see Wayne talking about the new radio. But they got all their different radios on display here. They make really nice stuff. American company guys. Sometimes they're a little more money, but really not more than anybody else, to tell you the truth. But you're looking at that U.S. made, so that's kind of cool. I would say one of their screens is one of the best ones I've seen, and you can actually interact with the differently from the screen on the extra TV or the extra screen up top there they had. Just all the different things they have here. You see the little controller, the little knob down below here. You can control the radio with that and do a bunch of stuff with it also. There's a little, like an iPad type deal there. Now, there's a lot of vendors here. The guy down here at the end, you'll see here is Alex Loop. Makes one of these loops that are really good. Actually, I hear nothing but good stuff about them. I was going to try and get a interview with him, but we got kind of busy and never got to it. But he has a nice little setup here. And I believe that might be his wife. Who knows? There's all kinds of different types of vendors here. These guys had all kinds of stuff, some pertaining to ham radio and just some, for camping maybe or something like that. You guys know how that is at most ham fest. This jewelry here. Or these actually, no, these people had a bunch of different things. They're there every year. There was a lady that sold jewelry, and actually a friend of mine's wife. So that was pretty cool too. I didn't realize that was his wife at the time until later. These guys here make really nice loop antennas also. Magnetic loops, guys. I think that one does 1500 watts right there. Pretty cool. They weren't set up yet though. And this is Mark here. You guys might recognize him from one of our latest Coffee and Ham radios. If you want to know more about the electronic stuff that he makes, check out that video that we did the stream on. And just walking down, this is just one of the aisles. There's like 3 main aisles with 2 things on, with people on both sides of the aisle. And this is 17 project. There might be more to that. I couldn't read the sign very well there. This is the Island amps. They sell the RF kits, and then this other. Both these amps are made in Germany. Really nice stuff. Then we're at HRO here. Now I ended up buying a radio because I sold a radio, and this picture is going to be of Jim from HRO in Sacramento. If you ever want to know anything about their radios or what they sell, talk to this kid. He knows it, and he's super enthusiastic. So always look him up. In fact, I bought a radio from him because he sold it to me. He sold me on what I wanted to buy. I'll let you guys know what that is later. But this is HRO. They were the only major store that was here. And this is a 12-volt power company here. I didn't really talk to the guys. I started to, and then they were really busy when I got ready to talk to them. But they had a lot of neat stuff there. Our buddy from Marfinder was there. I didn't see the main guy, but they had a lot of people around their booth the whole time I was there, and they had their little setup. Now over here we got ABR Industries. Chuck here I talked to him for a little while. He's going to be on Coffee and Ham Radios in the next week or so, so make sure you tune in for that. And ICOM had their setup as usual, pretty much the same that they've had the last couple of years, and they had all their different radios on display. And I believe at the end here, I think one of them is that the new 705, the 905, I think, and I think it has its the extra parts there. These gray, and one of them might actually be an amp. I didn't get to talk to them. They were kind of busy too, and I was filming at the time. So, and then right next to them, we've got Yaesu, and I ended up talking to a buddy of mine there at Yaesu, and I forgot to get the rest of the bench guys. Sorry about that, but they had all their radios on display. Flex was there, another American company, and I don't know if this was their new Maestro, but they did have the Maestros there, and this young lady was showing this guy about what was going on with their new stuff. They had the 6400 there, I think it was, and they just had a nice little display there. They always do. All their stuff looks really nice. I think this is their amp or the tuner, one of the two, and I think that was a switch there, it looks like. I didn't get to talk to anybody about it, but the ARRL was here, and I did get to talk to my good buddy Steve Goodgame and his beautiful wife. And she was actually telling me here, make sure you come back and talk to Steve. And I did, and actually I should throw a picture in here of that. But yeah, I had a great time. Steve's a great guy too, and his wife. And then the upper ups here of the ARRL were sitting here, and I got to talk to them, David, for quite a while. Then out in the hallway here, Remote TX. This guy does a thing where you can remote your radios. Pretty cool little setup, pretty high tech. And this is the Lido guys. He's usually in one of the other rooms. He's out in the hallway this year. This guy has some really cool t-shirts. I wish I'd had a little more time to look around. I actually hung out with people that from our chats from Coffee and Ham Radios and stuff, so he had some really cool t-shirts. This gal's from, she's from Portland area. She comes down every year. She has some really nice bags. The prices on these are really good too, compared to, you know, your name brand bags that you find from some of those other companies and stuff. I don't want to name anybody because they make good stuff too. But hers look really nice. That little $49 one looked like a really nice one for your little man pack with your small radio or something. These guys are here every year. They have a lot of electronics. I always end up buying some of their little flush cutters. Usually they're like $6, and those things are awesome. I use them all the time. Then they had a bunch of LED lights and stuff down here at the end. And that was, I guess, those LED lights. And then somebody had this music playing here. It's like old stuff, and it was pretty cool. This guy sells the LED signs. He's here every year in the same spot. Or he's been here the last couple of years at least. He's a really nice guy too. I talked to him for a little while. Now the Long Island CW Club was here. I talked to them for a while, and the guy was showing me all their different keys they had out there, and he shows me one that he really likes, and it was really cool looking. Some of those little things are just they're just beautiful the way they're made. And that was the one he was showing me there, so it was nice. Had a nice discussion with those guys also. And this is the guy that sells headsets and stuff. Radio Sport, I think is the name. I didn't actually see him there, but I think that was his wife sitting there. And they had a lot of different adapters and stuff for everybody, for different types of radios and stuff. That room didn't have anything in it last year. And these are just the guys out in one of the other hallways right there. Like I said, it's not a huge ham fest. It used to be bigger, and it's getting back. This is the Biona guy, Brian, I think is his name. You get a nice display. He's pretty much there every time. And now, remember to click the link that I'll leave at the end of the video here, guys, for you. We're going to see a little small clip of Wayne here talking about his new radio.
Now I got 8 more functions. FL1, 2, and 3 are filter bandwidths, and then these are the attenuator settings, and then there's also RIT.
Make sure you guys check out that video of the interview. It has a lot of information that you won't see other places, guys. Thank you, guys. 73 all.
Again, 8 functions. The top 3 are actually user programmable functions, which are hotkeys into the menu. I've got mine set up for display.